This video on Google Sheets is going to discuss how to rename your sheets in a workbook and also copy information from one sheet to another, and then finally how to display the information that you have on your sheet into charts. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to name our sheets by clicking on it and renaming our sheet. So let's say this is first period. Okay, and we need another sheet called second period. Well, you go over here to where the left is, add a sheet, and then you'll name this period 2. Rename your sheet to period 2. And by now you know I love to color code things, so I'd take second period and make it a certain color that's very distinctive. First period, they'd have a color too, right? I like to be able to see that so I can tell which one I'm in. So first period would look like this, and then over here on the right, remember that row 3 I always leave blank? I'll anchor it with something in here that customizes it to period 1. I'll type that in G3. And then what I need to do is copy this all over to my second tab. Not all of it. I don't need the names. I don't need the grades. I just need A1 through G4. So now that I have it highlighted, what can I do? I can edit, copy, or I can right click. But be careful. Make sure that you right click in those 4 rows that you have highlighted. If not, it won't copy it, but you're going to right click and copy. Control C will also work. So you have several ways to do this. But when I go to second period, you're going to click on A1, the start, and that's where you're going to paste it. See there? The only thing I need to change is this is period 2, so where I just entered that G3 information, I'm going to do that. Okay? So that's how you can take information and not have to do it over and over. You could copy the top heading that we kind of built from the other video and just use it there. Okay? So this is what it's going to look like in a chart format. You highlight the range of cells, and then you look for a chart editor. And there it is. Insert a chart. And look what it did. It inserted a column chart. Let's say that I didn't want a column chart. I wanted a line chart. Well, there you go. So if I wanted to make this a little smaller, I could. If I wanted to drag it down here further, I could. I could take that and put it right here. So you could leave that here if you want. Another neat tool that you have here is the 3-dot menu. You can click here and it will let you publish this chart or even move it to its own sheet. That's cool. So let's say I wanted the averages and I want to see this representation later. I can move this to its own sheet, makes it much bigger and easier to see, and it made a chart. See that? Because it parked it in between first period and second period. It knew that was going to be the information I needed. So I could rename this chart, right? Because you want to have it where you can go averages first period. Look at that. I like that. So now look, it says first period. It says averages. And if I needed to share this chart with somebody, I could. I could click on and I could share this chart by going to the share button, and it would allow me to share that. Right? So right now we're going to stop here because this is where the data is. We have the first period. It was moved from there, right? If I hit the chart maker again, and I wanted this time to have a pie chart, I could scroll all the way down and choose pie. Well, that didn't make any sense because, it's not a collection of all 5 of these making a whole. So, a pie chart is not what we needed. We need something that's going to be more of a comparison, right? So we would need something that's not stacked either. That makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? Alrighty. So if you wanted to leave this chart and make it small, you could drag it in. And by dragging it, I like to drag by the corners and not here, because that sometimes distorts the quality. Undo whenever you do that. I am a corner guy. I like to grab things by the corner, and then when you want to move it, you just click and drag and you can move it where you want. So that is how you can make charts, how you can publish charts to its own page, or I'm sorry, their own sheet within a workbook, and how you can also make different types of charts using the chart editor.